Yeah, you can turn me down also, but other than that, it's fine, I think.
Yeah, that's probably good enough. What just happened there?
Alright. I will mute the stream now so I'm not hearing myself talk.
Yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I can just hop swap, like, sounds and stuff mid-run. It's fine.
Yeah.
If it comes down to it. Alright, so this is Rabi-Ribi. For those unfamiliar, this is a Metroidvania style game where you're going to run around, pick up power-ups and stuff like that, and fight some bosses. In this particular game, enemies kind of scale with the amount of pickups you get and stuff, so you're actually going to see me skipping a lot of items, and finishing... I guess I can just start the game and then start talking about it. Alright, then 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Don't forget to quick drop.
I got the quick draw, don't worry. So, this randomizer is going to randomize, map transitions. Like, there's one just to the left of the start here that took me to a completely unnecessary area, so we're just gonna forget that for now. Items are shuffled, and they're shuffled with egg locations. So eggs are these kind of just Easter egg items that you can pick up for some small benefits and things like that. And there's... Actually, I'm gonna grab that. There's, what, 60 eggs randomized in this version, I think?
Almost, yeah.
Yeah, so there's 60 eggs randomized, and then there's also all the items themselves that are also randomized amongst them.
There's a total of something like 210 locations, I believe.
Yeah, so, there's a lot of eggs. So,
yeah.
And finishing the game itself is kind of trivial because you can finish this game with collecting no items. So what we kind of do in the randomizer is we have this egg hunt mode where we randomize all the items in the eggs. The randomizer removes all but 5 of the hard-to-reach eggs, the ones that are considered hard to reach by like item constraints and things like that. And then we just go on a hunt for those eggs. Which I guess with Easter kind of approaching or near, I don't remember, this is actually pretty topical.
Yeah.
So in the game there's 7 eggs. 5 are considered hard to reach by the randomizer, and then 2 others are completely random. So they can be easy to get, they can be hard to get. We don't know.
Gives incentive to continue searching places that are, less constrained.
So right now I'm kind of going through the prologue area of the game. I just fought Ribbon there. Normally in the main game you would get Ribbon right there. She's the little fairy I have in front of me shooting my lasers. You would have a melee weapon, like you'd have a hammer at this point to beat up things, but of course that being an item pickup is also randomized. So if we're lucky, we'll find the hammer, and that'll make boss fights a lot easier.
Yeah,
but
hammer does a lot more damage than Ribbon. To compensate for that, the randomizer actually starts you with, I think, 20 attack ups. So this Ribbon is dealing way more damage than she should be, but boss fights get insanely tedious otherwise if you can't find the hammer.
Yeah, this boss fight here that I'm just completely destroying, see her health bar down there emptying, is would probably take 4 or 5 times as long. And that's on every single boss.
This is the easiest boss in the game, yeah.
So there's going to be a lot of optional items you won't see me pick up. You might see me pick up a couple health ups. 50 health isn't all that much, especially considering...
Spikes.
Spikes. The damage boosts I'm probably going to be taking. You're going to see me peeking into a lot of areas that have seemingly nothing. That just means that an egg was randomized into that location and was removed because it was considered too easy to get.
Yeah.
So as we said, map transitions are shuffled. There's a couple ones that are really important to look for, one of them being town. town is gonna be where I can actually start, like, the game. I can start, like, the basic chapters of the game, because I'm kind of in a prologue until I find that. And there's a lot of, just transition, like, map transitions and stuff that I can actually get to from town. So there's always a guaranteed way of getting to town. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, because you can go...
You can always get through through Plurkwood, but whether you can get to Plurkwood is not a guarantee.
Right, okay.
Yeah. So you can either transition into town from the left or the right side, or you can complete a side area called Plurkwood that will warp you there for free.
Yeah, Plurkwood is definitely not ideal because it's a very long area, and there's only like 2 free items in there.
Yeah.
So we're gonna hope we don't have to do that, but here we found the Snowland. Snowland's a pretty big area. I should be able to get at least a couple things.
Yeah, there's a lot of loose items in this map.
Yeah. Yep, nothing. I should start like tagging the warp, I think, before coming over here. You're gonna see a lot of use of loading autosaves. I'm gonna go slightly out of my way to tag an autosave, and if I go somewhere where there's no item that I want, I'll just reload back to the autosave. And I'll probably be doing that quite a bit. The music is also randomized. This ambient water dripping going on in the background is definitely not in this area in the base game.
It's underwater, as you might expect.
Yeah.
It's too bad it's not bounce bounce again.
Don't worry, we'll hear bounce bounce soon.
I'm sure we will.
So a couple of key items to pick up would be any sort of explosives. The carrot bombs or the carrot shooter both count for that. There's a lot of items in this game that you just blow holes open and there's items inside or shortcuts. You can equate them to like the morph ball bombs from Metroid games. So we're looking for that. Slide is another very high profile item which gets into a bunch of extra shortcuts. That makes traveling around actually really simple once we have slide. There's Bunny World down there. So we'll need explosives to get that item, in addition to needing the hammer to actually use it.
Bunny Whirl is useful because you can bounce off of enemies' heads and get a ton of height, and you can get into a lot of locations with that if you don't have like other like double jump or high jump options.
So bosses may look a little stale until I get like actually any sort of attacking options, because all I have right now is my little shot from Ribbon. But funny enough, the bosses, we're playing on the casual alternative mode. What that means is casual is just the base difficulty of the game. The strange boss. Wonderful. I found the item finder item. Great. Anyway,
But you picked it up.
yeah. And what alternative means that in the base game, enemies kind of scale with the amount of items you pick up. In alternative mode, enemies kind of scale with your story progression, so you can pick up items without too much regard to them, like powering up the bosses and things like that. Ooh, alright, here's Air Dash. I gotta do a funky little jump here to get this. There we go. Alright, so we have Air Dash. Air Dash is the best form of movement in the game. Unfortunately, I can't use it without the hammer. So, once we find the hammer, that'll be really cool.
Yeah. You also need to find town in order to access the shop to upgrade it, but it's still usable.
Yeah, Air Dash by itself isn't really that good. It becomes the best whenever you actually upgrade it, but of course we have to find town to do that. So I guess, if it hasn't been too obvious already, the bosses in this game are kind of bullet hell in nature. There's a lot of bullet dodging and things like that. You might not see a whole lot of that in this run, considering this is on the lowest difficulty and bosses are being taken out really quickly, but I can guarantee you, in the base game, or if you've managed to maybe try this on a harder difficulty, there's a lot of fun bullet dodging you got to do for some of the boss fight. Let's see if I can.
Pretty hard game, actually.
Yeah. See a health up there. You can barely peek and see that item up there. This has constraint randomizer, doesn't it? This one?
Yep, I already saw one.
Okay, so you might see a couple locations here in the run that there will be walls and stuff that definitely aren't there, and that's just kind of adding extra item constraints to areas that otherwise wouldn't have them. Like this whole area up here that I'm in can be just completely blocked off from the normal way up here, and you need a certain item set in order to get up here an alternate way.
It gives more power to some items that are usually only used in a very small handful of constraints. They can become required in new ways.
Ooh, alright. Well, there's our explosives. That opens up a bunch of stuff. In fact, I'm gonna come down here and use them right away, and hope I don't die in the meantime. Alright, so that opens up a good number of stuff. I'm gonna go tag this autosave, actually, because I don't want to die. I think I'm gonna continue going up here, actually, and I'm going to check out... There's a bomb spot up here and a couple other places. Do I want to do that?
You should probably do it while Shadow Rid is not around.
That's true. I'll also recruit the bears, though. I'm probably gonna die on the way up here, that's fine. Ooh, I got 1 health, that's fine. Yeah, okay, I totally dodged that, sure. That wasn't at all a fluke. Your hitbox in this game is deceptively small, like extremely small, actually.
Very tiny.
I'm gonna take it a little slow here to get a little help from enemies, just so I don't die on the way over here. Oh, well, or I can just jump right into it, that's fine too. It'd be really cool if I could pick up that health up before I die. Alright, we're good. There's going to be a lot of going into areas that are considered kind of late game in the base game that do disproportionately high damage. Once I hit 10% items, that will kind of go away, I think. Before 10% items, your arena is kind of in this glass cannon state where enemies do a bunch of damage and you don't do... and you also do a lot of damage. So it's really easy to die, but it's also really easy to take out enemies until you hit that 10% threshold. I guess I might as well fight Nixie to get the town member.
Do you need 2 more?
Well, I mean, this will be 2, and then when I get to town...
You have Rita.
I do have Rita.
Well, I guess that's Cicini, and that'll be 4.
Yeah. So there's a couple story things that are locked behind having certain town recruits, which are just the boss fights in this game. You're gonna need at minimum 4 in order to access all the areas.
Yeah.
Whoops, I did not mean to pick that up. That's fine.
There's 2 major areas that are like walled off by story progression. One of them is the exotic laboratory, and the other is the system interior, which is inside the exotic laboratory. Which you need a specific town member, Cicini, who I guess kind of owns the lab. And then, as Mikan said, 2 town members and 4 town members to get to those places respectively. Cicini herself is usually somewhat difficult to get, given transition randomizer and constraint randomizer, because in order to reach her, you need either some form of high jump, or you need to have fought a certain boss, which we have not found a way to yet.
I'm bullied by these enemies, that's okay, because I save right over here. I'm gonna save here, and then I'm gonna save twice here, actually. And then we're gonna hop down into the water here. I would have done this earlier, or I would have done this on the way over here, but it's actually really difficult and slow to come back from here. It if it's an item I don't want. So if it's nothing I want, I'm just gonna reload back up to that save point. I guess I'll take that. You get this item for free once you get it.
You might need it.
Yeah. Once I get into town and have 2 town recruits, I can get that item for free in town. But I don't know where town is, so I might as well just take it for free now.
It's an item that gives you brief invincibility when you use it, and it like costs a charge, which slowly refills.
Yeah, you can see it as the orb in the bottom left, right above her portrait.
The reason I say that it could be required, because you might not think that an invincibility item would be required for anything, is because it also like interrupts various actions, such as the bunny whirl that we were talking about earlier, which can allow you to make certain jumps you might not be able to do otherwise.
Yeah, the amulet's a super important item for things like that. Alright, so the beach area that I just kind of poked my head into earlier, this is the other side of it. So I don't have to actually travel through the entirety of beach right now, which is cool because there's a boss in the way. Just to the right of that, actually, that I'm not going to have to fight because I have a way around it now. And it also gives me access to the screen transition over here. So where is this one take me? Okay, well this takes me back to the starting forest. That's fine. This won't unlock anything for me, but it will get me to a warp faster than going all the way through the beach. Oh yeah, and I guess I have bombs now, don't I? So I can just check stuff on the way over here. I'm not used to having bombs this early.
Yeah.
Bombs unlock a lot of stuff in this area, so it probably would be a bad idea to run around and blow up some stuff. Let's see, do I want to go all the way to Cocoa Cave? No, I don't think I do, because I don't have Cocoa active yet, because I need to find Cotree first.
And finish prologue.
And finish prologue, I gotta find town. Alright, so we're gonna go do beach, and then the pyramid area, I think.
Assuming you can get in.
Assuming I can get into the pyramid, yeah. Constraint randomizer might put some annoying walls in there.
Firewood blocks or something,
Firewood blocks. But pyramid actually has a lot of loose items and a lot of items that you can get with just bombs, so it's actually pretty good right now if I can get in there. Sure, I'll take another health up just for safety. This is this is a lot more health than I usually get. I think we're gonna get blocked in the pyramid. Those ice blocks there aren't very good. Yep. Alright, so fire orb is required to enter the pyramid. Fire orb or slide, I suppose. There's a separate way you can enter with slide. Do I want another health up? Sure, we'll be super safe. I definitely don't usually pick up this many health ups.
You never know when you'll fall in the lava in System Interior and take 200 damage or something.
Right. Alright, let's go through here just to see what this screen wrap is. I can't get back up here, so this is kind of a one-way trip.
It'll be fine.
Ooh, hey, here we go. Alright, so this is Park. This is, in the normal game, this is where you go to after town. This is a very large area. This will give me access to Cotree 1. Yeah. So here's the Cotree 1 fight. In addition to just kind of being in the way, this will also give me access to the aforementioned Sassini boss fight that'll unlock the laboratory and a bunch of other stuff.
Once you finish prologue.
Once I finish prologue. Yeah, I have to finish it. Well, it'll still give me access to Sassini herself.
That's true.
Who will let me get into the
is it
room
true?
area.
I don't remember if... Remember, if Coco shows up and gives you a spring if you haven't finished Prologue, but
Oh, you might be right, actually. I'm not sure. We'll find out.
you'll find out. I know she doesn't show up at Forgotten Cave, but
You know, I did pick up the cashback badge, but I never equipped it, so let's do that. I also picked up attack tray, but I don't think I want to equip that right now. Alright, we'll check this screen over here really quick before... let's continue going this way, just for now. There's another warp point over here that I can just warp right back to, the screen just to the right of me. And Bob will give me one extra item. Hey, here's one of the free eggs. Alright,
nice.
there's 1 out of 5. Oh gosh, this screen is really awful if you don't have any sort of way of taking out these enemies early.
Hate this screen.
Yeah. Half of those enemies stun you to make your movements just kind of stop, and the other half slows you, so you're just slow.
I actually did have Amulet, but
Oh yeah, I do have Amulet. I'm not used to having Amulet this right now.
yeah. That's the Hawkwood special right there. Just use an Amulet.
Alright. Let's go back to Park. I might as well go ahead and climb Park right now. There's some bomb areas up here. You get to hear the library ambient music as we're playing, which is just a ticking clock. So I hope you enjoy ticking clocks. Just a mana up. So with any luck, I'll be able to access the Skybridge area up here, and if I have access to the Skybridge area, that gives me 2 more map transitions, which is really great. Because one of those can absolutely just lead the town. Town has both a left and right screen transition you can get to it from, so really just any one in the game could lead to it. Because it, you know, kind of goes both ways. Oop. But with 2 right side transitions, I don't know how many more right side transitions I actually have. So one of them probably leads to town.
Yeah, you've got Graveyard unvisited, so they actually could be vanilla, or like
they could both lead to Graveyard.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Graveyard has 2 left transitions, so
You haven't been to Volcanic at all, which is 2
2 rights.
well, I guess it's 2 right-facing ones. And then there's the 2 left-facing ones in Riverbank that you haven't seen yet.
That's true. I go in there to shoot the sandbag. The sandbag's kind of a little mini game where you can test your damage, but if you shoot them, you actually instantly fill up Ribbon's little boost meter, which I don't remember if I actually used yet. It's kind of a super attack she has. Alright, we're into Skybridge, which is apparently always falling, if the background has anything to say about it. I don't know. So we're gonna do some little gymnastics to climb up there and check out all the nice bomb spots that are here. Actually, there's not really too many only bomb spots here, right? Most of them are like bomb and slide.
Slide, yep.
Don't want to get knocked off here. We have a couple more options for the randomizer that aren't enabled in this one. There's a background shuffle that you can enable, which changes the backgrounds of the maps, but it also changes like the tile sets too. So if you get a background that has a blank floor associated with it, the floor will be completely blank, and you'd have to rely on your knowledge of the game to get through some of the ones that like have holes and stuff like that. But it can also make some areas look extremely silly. But for viewer benefit, we kind of disabled that for this one. All right, I'm not gonna bother going through vanilla right now. I'll check out this top exit first. So this bridge here has, in the normal game, the bridge would lead to the graveyard area in both the into the bridge and on top of the bridge. What the heck did you do? I'm sorry. Shoutouts to Wacko who made the randomizer here. Apparently adding some message in for me too. I can't believe that. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I was not expecting that. Oh, okay, that was a good find. So there's the water orb there. What that is going to do is give me free movement in water, I guess as the name would imply. That'll give me access to one item in the lake that I kind of didn't check earlier. Do I want to... Do I want to just go to aquarium right now? I think that might be a good idea. I think I want to go check out aquarium, or at least get the warp to aquarium. Let's see. I have the aquarium area to go through.
Whirl.
I could get Whirl, yeah. That might be a good idea to go get. I'm likely going to need that, actually.
Yeah.
I have that extra transition on the other side of the through the vanilla boss. I have a string transition, which may very well lead to town. Okay, well, never mind. This is blocked by the fire orb, so I guess we're not doing that. Oops, and I saved, so now I'm over here. Well, that's fine. Waiting for Rabi-Town to have MR as its song. Unfortunately, we don't have the ability to add boss music to the random areas.
With the exception of Bounce Bounce.
With the exception of Bounce Bounce, which... do you know the reasoning for that?
It's because the only music like that we can set are ones that have events associated with them. And for some reason, Bounce Bounce has an event associated with it. And most of the other boss themes don't. Nice find.
Yeah, so there's Hammer Roll. That'll let... What that does is it lets you roll along the ground at some pretty high speed. It's actually really bad for traveling because you just run into enemies and bounce off them all the time. But it lets us do some zips, which can actually be required in the settings we have turned on right now. I will need to find the hammer, and I'll need to find Whirl, which we know already where it is. I'm going to pick it up here in just a second. I'll actually need to have town access as well in order to upgrade it to do that. So it's not going to be immediately useful for us yet. Alright, so I got Whirl. I'm going to go down and check out the... Can I go this way? No, not without the fire orb, I can't. I'm going to check out the fire orb locked item that's down here. I think I did this wrong. Yeah, it's fine, whatever. I think I didn't... Yeah, whatever. I didn't go far enough. Whoops, I forgot about that screen up there. That's okay. I don't have the fire orb anyway, so I can't get it. Alright, so now we have Whirl and Roll, and now all we need is the hammer. And then we can do some...
Air Dash 2. All the hammer things.
Oh, man. I guess I'll just continue on to Aquarium for me. Oh, wait, no, I can't. We just talked about this, didn't we? I think I'll go check out the map transition that's through vanilla. And
Did you check the other side of that one as well?
The other side of which one?
Like lower graveyard one?
Oh, no, I didn't, you know? Whatever, I'm committed.
Yeah, it's fine.
I forgot I walked through there. For some reason, I saw those blocks that were spelling out there, and it's like, oh, well, that's blocked off. I don't know why I thought that. Well, it's a little unfortunate going through boss fights this early, because the rest of the bosses will have slightly more power, but I feel like the game is going to be giving me hammer fairly soon, so maybe it won't be that big deal. But no, it's a little bit annoying. She
Flies around a lot.
Yeah, she has attacks where she flies around a lot and then disappears for some of them as well. It's kind of hard to hit when you have just the shot here, and that's it. That pattern is a little nicer though. Okay, well this isn't town yet. This is actually not ideal at all. Oh, there's your bounce bounce music you were looking for. Alright, well, that kinda stinks. I can go down here, right? I can totally go check these items.
You can totally go check those items.
Yeah, and I have both the water and light orbs, so this actually won't be too bad at all. I'm gonna grab this health
Granted,
up.
I still have yet to ever see something required down here, somehow.
It's really out of the way. Let's see if I can actually...
Well, which is why you would think that there would be something, like, useful down here more often, but...
Well, these spikes actually don't do all that much damage, so whatever. As long as I don't have to come back through here. Nah, it's nothing. This reset's gonna take me somewhere weird. Yep.
Probably go
Right.
back to...
Yeah.
Well... Yeah.
Funny little quirk with some auto saves and manual saves and being in completely unrelated areas. Alright, so I guess from here I'll go back to the graveyard and then just take the other entrance on the graveyard bridge. Maybe that'll take me to town. If I need to, I can always just go through Clerkwood to get to town, but I really don't want to do that.
No, I don't think you have the requirements for it yet, unless you find the hammer.
Oh, that's true. I can't even reach up there, can I?
Not yet.
Did you edit this? Amazing. Hey, there's town. All right.
It was a sign.
It must have been the sign, dude. All right. Oh crap! I didn't ask. I might as well ask now. Who won the poll?
Oh, let's see. Dress. By a
Dress?
landslide.
By a
Well, maybe
landslide.
not a landslide, but... Let's just say Bunny got 1 vote.
Oh no, poor Bunny.
Succubus got 6 votes, and Dress got 8 votes. So...
Nice. That is that's right, isn't it, on the pad?
Heck if I know.
I think it's right. Well, since we're here, let's upgrade some stuff. So, doing a funny little glitch here. If you turn off items in the menu, you actually pay a lot less for upgrading them because the game thinks they're level 0 or something. I don't know. So that saves a lot of money right there, upgrading air dash. I can't upgrade hammer roll yet until I hit hit chapter 2, chapter 3. But I think upgrading air dash is really good because once we find the hammer, we'll immediately have the fast movement speed.
Yeah. I guess I'll also mention that in the shop, Miriam, the shop owner, has like a back room in Randomizer. Normally she gives you an item for free, the speed boost. Since we can't like randomize what item she gives you, what we've done instead is have her give you nothing and have like a storeroom in the back that has a free item. So it effectively shuffles like that gift item into the pool. There is another item back there that is obtainable once you have slide.
Yeah, that's to replicate the soul heart, or not the speed boost and the bunny strike items she
Bunny
gives
strike,
you.
yeah.
So those 2 items are still out in the world somewhere. They've been placed as items rather than just being gift items. Alright, there's the dress that you guys voted for, thank you. Alright, so now the prologue triggers are all gone. Oh god, this is volcanic. I don't want to go here yet. I think I'm gonna go... I did the chapter transition boss, so I think for now I'm gonna go recruit Sassini, and then that'll give me access to both the ravine area and the lab area. And if I want to go a little bit further, I can get into the system interior area as well. Yeah, water orb was to the left of the warp and graveyard.
Yep.
Oh god, she's gonna have a lot of health. Jeez,
Yeah.
dude. I probably should have fought her before I did. Oh well, I don't know if I could have actually. Alright, this fight might take a little bit. Well, longer than we're used to in Randomizer anyway.
Click on numbers.
That lazy. I have the charge ring, so that helps a little bit, I guess, but not a whole lot. This had the damage too. Yeah, there's your bunny dress. Oops, I just dodged. There we go. Alright, so where does this transition take me? To ravine. Great, good teleport.
That was kind of expected, honestly.
Yeah. So that fight puts you next to, on the far left side of this area, and then the transition also took you to this area, so that's pretty funny. I might as well clean up while I'm here.
Yep.
Let's tag the warp for an autosave. That's a potion, I think. I hope, because I didn't go over there and check. This is really just the hunt for the hammer right now, because once I have the hammer, we have access to a lot more stuff. For having roll and, yeah, for hammer roll for zipping into some areas.
Yeah, it's a good replacement for sliding powder in a lot of places. We haven't actually seen any other eggs yet, have we?
No, I have not seen any eggs yet.
No.
I did, however, just find the hammer.
I can see that.
Alright, so now we're gonna fly. Like, actually fly. We're gonna be going super fast now.
And also damaging things much more efficiently.
Oh! Alright, hold on.
You know what you must do.
Alright, hold on a second here. Before we go to lab, we're gonna go do something else. Oh, dang it, Sassini! Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I forgot about her auto warp she does. Put me back to town. I ain't done there yet. Alright, so that was the sliding powder up there. We gotta go get that. And to get that, I need to upgrade hammer roll, and to do that, I need to be in chapter 3. So, since we already have the 4 town members, we just kind of go over here and do it. This part of the game is going to look really weird if you haven't seen this game before, by the way.
I don't think slide was in slide location.
Oh, wait.
But this is fine.
I think you're right. Never mind. That wasn't... That was not the... Yeah, egg location up there is the one that... Oops, I kind of walked right into that one.
Yeah, you have to do this anyway, probably, so...
Yeah. So, having a hammer is a lot more damage, and that's cool and all, but I have to level it up by using it, and until I do that, it's... I only get like 3 attacks with it. Oh my gosh, I didn't skip this phase. So this is a two-phase fight. Her health has to empty to 1. Whatever, I missed this. Whatever, it's fine. Don't damage this boss too quickly or else you soft lock the game. Which isn't rare to happen.
Yeah, it's really not.
Alright. Now let's go get Slide. And not just look at it and think that we need to we need to have a roll to do that. Oops. Yeah, that's this item. Just have to hop up here a little bit and then fall right into it. Perfect. Okay, so now, aside from air jump, we have all of the important items in the game. So really, it's just an item hunt now. I still think lab is a good idea to go to.
I agree.
Because lab has a good number of slide spots. Oops, I just fell into spikes. Just peeking on some areas. I know there's still a free egg around, but I don't need any other items. Or that wouldn't.
May not need any other items. Yeah.
Bounce, bounce. So yeah, this background here that has all these black tiles in it. Imagine that being able to be anywhere in the game. That's what background shuffle is like. So I think we've done like a race before that was that everywhere.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun.
Exclusively Evernight background. Except for the places where it actually breaks the game.
Oh yeah, because it makes the maps kind of weird. It's really funny when that gets put into boss arenas. Because it makes bosses
It really
that
messes
jump.
with some of the bosses, yeah.
Yeah, they jump all weird.
I love seeing Ashby try and hop across the screen.
Alright, so as of right now, all we have is the one egg, and no other eggs seen? I don't think I've seen any other eggs.
I haven't seen the other either, so...
Oh, there's one. I don't know if this is a free one or not. This one only requires carrot bombs to get, and carrot bombs were super early in this seed, so that may very well be one of the free ones.
It's hard to say, because you still have to get to lab, so...
That's true. Fire Orb honestly can still block a couple.
Oh, that's true. You
I
can
can
get
get the pyramid now, can't I?
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe. I don't know if there's, like, other constraints that could be in the, like, mid-level.
Right.
Probably not, though.
Your speed boost. So this is the item you get for free in town, normally. You just talk to the
Speaking of
shopkeeper and
which-
get it. But of course, it is been randomized.
Should check what Bunny Strike is.
Yeah, I can do that now as well.
I always forget to do that.
Whoops! Okay. You can block clip through that block there, and I was going to bomb it, but sure, that's fine. I think Pyramid actually feels pretty good right now, so I'm gonna go take a look at that. As long as I can get into it.
Yeah, you'll have to go through it in a weird way, but...
Oh yeah, because of the fire blocks up there. Yeah, I'll have to go through this lower area that no one ever goes through. Do this stealth section.
Good luck.
Okay, we did it. Yeah, it looks pretty clear. And there's an egg. That's 3.
That's 3.
Attack this autosave first before heading out this way. And I got the light orb, so this area will be actually pretty good. A lot of deaths happen in this room. Because these spikes do a lot of damage. compared to some of the other ones in the game. There's a zip you can do here that I'm particularly bad at, but we got it. There wasn't an item in there though. If there's an item in there, you will pick it up doing that zip. You kind of damage boost while wedging your bunny face into that block there, and you just kind of zip through it and pick up the item inside. And these bunnies aren't cooperating. There's an item here that typically they bomb, but I guess they didn't want to that time. I don't particularly want to fight Pandora here, but whatever.
You can zip faster.
Yeah, I got the hammer though.
Or just reload at the autosave.
Oh gosh, even with the hammer, she has a lot of health.
Just reload, you'll skip her. Although I guess you want to check out her glass.
Oh, what the heck? Yeah, you're right. I don't have down drill yet.
No, you'll probably get that by doing this fight.
Yeah. Oh, I got down drill. What? It's over here. She has a defense up boost right there, so I'm just kind of waiting for that to go off. And here's side chapter. This is silly. Yeah, this is a silly thing that happens if you manage to recruit 6 town members. It's a silly little side area where you get to play as one of the bosses and just beat up some stuff, and it's already over. And it was totally worth it because there was an egg there. Alright, so the other 2 items in Pyramid are blocked by the fire orbs, so we can't go get those yet.
Oh yeah, look at that. Or were you able to go the other way around?
Oh, yeah, I probably could have, couldn't I have? Whatever, we're going to System Interior.
That makes sense.
System Interior has a lot of constraints for some of the items here. In addition to needing access to town and 4 town members, there's a lot of places in here that are both bomb and slide locked. I say a lot, but it's only like 1
Well,
each.
it's like half of them.
Yeah, it's half of them. Well, that's true. There's actually not that many items in here. We're gonna save right here in a different slot. I guess it doesn't matter which slot. Not having high jump or double jump makes that a little awkward.
You can also down drill out.
Oh, that's true. I don't. Whatever. We'll just go this way.
Probably don't know about.
I almost got out of there without getting hit. These are spaced so perfectly apart where air dashing across them is so weird. I can't do it, dude. It's impossible. Okay.
Yeah,
I should
have a Sissini's buff or something. That's.
I should try to not air dash through here and just move normally, I think. This area reminds you of Zelda 2. Yeah, I can definitely see that. There's some pretty scary lava sections in that game. Let's just jump normally and not air dash everywhere. There's Bunny Strike. Do I need this?
You could.
To get up to Skytown, maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, that jump's really scary.
Yeah, this place is like deceptively difficult when you don't actually have like double jump or slippers.
Yeah, to go fast
Really, like,
anyway.
Yeah.
Oops.
Platforms are placed in kind of evil ways, as it turns out.
So Bunny Strike gives you this cool little ability. I'll show it here in a second. Give me just a second. It lets you do this. It's a kind of a fly forward with your hammer attack, and it actually is pretty good in movement. It can unlock some areas, but I mean, we already have air dash to get the majority of those areas.
It does spot you a bit more height.
Yeah. So I think I can get into Skytown easily now. which actually wouldn't be bad to go to, I think, if this ends up being nothing. Bunny Strike without hammer, you can't use it at all because it requires hammer to actually use, yeah. You have to slide before using it, so it needs slide. So it does have a pretty good amount of... I can do this, right? Oh god, hammer roll! Alright, I gotta turn off hammer roll.
Not impossible, good luck.
This place is pretty hard without both high jump and double jump, but you can do it, and I'm dumb enough to try. You can luckily see the item before getting up to the top of here. Oh my gosh, I wish I had the armored badge. Before getting to the top of here, you actually can see the item, so with any luck, I'll not actually need to go to the top. Oh my gosh. The enemies in this place are immune to the hammer, so it's not like I'm gonna accidentally kill them. But this stinks, dude. I really want to know what's up there. These enemies aren't possible. I think I need to reset the enemies, maybe. Oh my gosh. There's nothing up there. There's so many things that make that climb so much easier, but I didn't have any of them.
Yeah. You may very well have, like... Yeah, aside from air dash, if you didn't have air dash...
If I didn't have air dash, that'd be so hard. I still have Bunny Strike, right? Yeah, okay, good. That's why I saved after getting Bunny Strike.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we're gonna go up Skytown now. With bombs and slide, I should be able to access everything up there. Especially with Bunny Strike now. That makes it completely super easy.
You can check some of Upper Graveyard too, I think.
Upper Graveyard? Without...
With Bunny Strike.
Oh gosh. I'd rather go to Skytown.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm only missing one egg. I think I have 4.
True. Yeah, I think so.
I wasn't sure if I could get that attack location without having the, what am I doing? Oh, did I get the air glitch? I think I did. Nice. Without slippers, I don't know if I could make that Bunny Strike to get up there.
Not just Bunny Strike, but you have air dash, so you would have been able to make it.
Oh, is that so? Oh my gosh, the hitbox on Kotri whenever she's in like an attack mode is so strange.
Yeah. What?
Why does it just say that there? Who did this? We're gonna have some words, Wacko, you and I. Oh, dude, there was the armored badge. That's one of my favorite badges to get, because it removes any knockback you take after getting hit, and I play so recklessly, I get hit all the time, that I love having that, but it's a little out of the way right there. Oop. I hope there's like actually an egg up here, so he wanted me to see that message for a reason. What was that?
The message was your reward.
Oops, I tried to slide jump to Bunny Strike up there, and instead I just slid right off. Wait, I have no trouble doing this. What's going on? Why is Bunny not striking? What the heck? I usually have no issues doing this ever.
I don't know, I just pressed it earlier.
There we go. That was really weird. Oops. Alright, let's just do this. That should not have been as difficult as I made it look. Hammer roll still off? Yeah, I think hammer roll's off. Oh, it may have actually turned itself back on after I reloaded it.
I don't see how that would affect the jump, but
I don't either, but I hate hammer rule. It's probably hammer rule's fault. Yeah, it is on. That's probably the reason. I'm sure that's it. There's a couple quick bomb and slide locations to check here, so I'm just gonna go through super quick. It's a fun little zip there.
it's going to screens to check for items, and they may have been removed.
Yeah, if eggs ended up getting shuffled into some like easy to get areas, those eggs would have been removed. Just cause how nice zip. So yeah, if you see me poke into a room that doesn't have anything, it's cause I'm checking to see if there's an item there, and an egg was shuffled there, but it was removed because there's only 7 eggs. I haven't been at all to like Upper Evernight Peak yet. Oops. Be careful not to get hit by anyone there. There's the super carrot. It's a good item.
It's not the face of mercy.
Yeah, it's a good item, but I don't need it anymore. Oops. Oops. Getting through there without taking any damage is such a pain. Bounce, bounce. The nature orb, oh boy. That doesn't do anything useful. I think I've gotten all the free eggs, so I don't think that I'm gonna find anything in these spots. I suppose the fire orb can still be in some random spot.
Yeah, maybe.
Max bracelet, don't want that. I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh jeez. Alright, that's good. That's not where I thought I'd be. And now Ashley's here. Oh, dang it. Oh, man, I don't want to go through there. We're gonna go this way.
You can zip out.
Oh, I could, couldn't I? Zip right back to the warp. I've never done that zip.
Yeah, it's a 2-tile high.
Yeah, we'll just do this and go back. Poison, doesn't really matter. I don't know what I'm hoping to find up here. I guess
Hoping
the
to
fire.
find a pillar.
Well, I don't. I'm sure there'll be like 4 of them over here. So I guess I didn't explain this before. There's a funny mini boss glitch here. If you go into a mini boss encounter, go to your load menu and scroll past the 4th one, like the 4th file. It sets your mini boss kill flag to super high, so you have to kill like a single enemy to end the encounter. It's really strange. Oh man, I didn't actually want that. I mean, it's an attack up, so it doesn't matter. Well, I was hoping not to come up here to do this boss, but it just kind of worked out that way. Get the book? I can't get the book. I guess I could get the book. She's way too high. I bounce off her face, but she's way too high up there. Honestly, I'll probably kill her before she comes down. That's a slightly convenience item. I don't really need it. Not this late, and not when I already have carrot bombs.
And not carrot shooter.
Yeah, I don't even have the item that would make the most use out of that. I'll take this though. Not that I really have any bosses left to fight, but this would be extremely useful if I actually run into more bosses. Let's just go back. We're down here. Oh wait, there is actually one more item I can check here.
The slide one.
Yeah, the one that actually needs slide. Alright. Where the heck do I want to go? Let's go check the wall jump location.
Sure, yeah.
And I guess the slide tunnel up here, whatever. I haven't been at all to Volcano yet, though I did see it.
Yeah.
Which, Volcano doesn't really have that many items, and I kind of want to check slide locations, because that feels like it would be the last place, but I don't know.
You still have those items in Pyramid you can check also, which are pretty constrained.
I have the one item in Pyramid I can check, right?
There's two there.
Which
Gas rod and the egg.
Yeah, you're right, there are two.
Also, I don't know if this was a tip or a fun fact, but Wacko mentioned that if you do the laser zip in Pyramid and it's an egg, you won't get the egg. It only works if it's an item.
The laser zip. Oh, really?
Apparently.
Huh, I didn't know that. Oh, what the heck? I can go up here. Forgot about this place.
Nice.
That was very convenient. There's the Arena badge. Yeah, let's go up and check Light Orb. So I'm having a little trouble reading chat right now. This game is like so active that I can't really give much attention to chat that I want. I love doing that range right there. It's completely pointless. I don't really want to go in the Night Forest right now. I mean, we could go over to Cocoa Cave right now. I guess there are a couple slide locations over here that I can check. Yeah, this will be fine. I can just manually save here and just come back. Alright, so here's Cocoa Cave. There's only 3 items in here. One of them needs slide, and one of them needs bombs, and it's kind of really annoying to come over here, honestly. There's also one free item that if you need it, you have to fight a boss, because going into that room triggers a boss. I knew I'd find frame cancel! It never fails, dude. I always find frame cancel. It's, in my opinion, the most useless badge in the game.
It's God tier.
It's... Sure, I guess. It's definitely not that. But, Alright, I think I'm going to check out those 2 spots in Pyramid. Because it's definitely not uncommon for these to be important items or eggs. Just with the fire orb barrier, it makes them pretty annoying to get to. Oops.
It's a good thing you actually fought Pandora, I guess.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to otherwise.
Interesting constraint, actually.
I triggered This is what happens when you trigger the thing. Oops. That's way too high. There we go. Jeez. And then you can zip here to skip here, is that right?
Yeah, you can. It's a 4 tile. The step like to the left of the... Yeah, you're in that spot.
I've done this once, and I don't know if I can do it again. There we go. So that skips the boss fight right there.
Yeah, slide zipping in this game. You jam your head into a corner using slide
And I'm done.
and go through walls. Congrats.
That is egg number 5. There's still 2 eggs out there, but typically when we do this, we just go to 5. Because that's the rainbow egg triggers. You get the rainbow egg when you get 5 eggs, and it's a pretty good trigger to end the game.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess no fire orb. I couldn't get into aquarium. I guess I could slide into aquarium.
You could slide into aquarium now, yeah.
Oh, and there was...
No, just kidding. There's still fire orb.
There are still fire orbs, yeah. And then at the beginning of the game, there was the lower right entrance to aquarium, I guess.
Oh, yeah. That was actually accessible now, because you have slide. Yeah.
I kind of want to go there and check. Well, that's Rabi-Rando. It's a super fun game, even without Rando. We had a Rabi Bingo tournament recently that my co-commentator here, the only one, won. I guess I never did introduce you.
Hi.
Oh no, it plays like some of my least favorite music. Never mind. It ended. So it wouldn't surprise me to see the other 2 eggs in here. So I don't know if like I have time to keep playing or if they want to cut to the next game. I actually have a second seed I can start that has background shuffle on if people want to see the weirdness of background shuffle. I don't think I can finish it by any means, but I think it might be funny to at least see for those unfamiliar. Golf isn't until 5:50 this stream.
Good time.
Oh,
Maybe try and
geez,
get to
that is
town.
fun. I can try to get I can put the goal. Alright, I don't really care what's over here then. I have about 30 minutes. I'll start the second seed and we'll see what happens. You can cut me off anytime, really. I'm not even gonna bother with the timer. We're just gonna go. Nice.
Good start, yeah.
Good start and nice map transition. That takes me back to starting forest. And I already broke ribbon. This jump is impossible, by the way. Starting forest is a great map transition, let me tell you. Especially when half of it is in cyberspace. The other half is in the sky.
You might get the white flash bang or whatever.
Oh, I might, yeah.
I'm not quite sure which band of the map you need to be in to make that happen, but...
Broke ribbon again. If you release Ribbon's charge attack, like, the frame or so, after you kind of screen transition, it totally breaks her. I was over here already, what am I doing? When I say a jump is impossible, that doesn't necessarily mean the jump is impossible. That's absolutely true. I just have to complain a bit, and that's what makes the jumps work. That's true for any game, actually.
It's a very common strategy.
That time Ribbon broke, and I didn't even release the button. I can't shoot, dude. Come on. Ribbon, wake up. There we go.
What even is the plot? The plot is you're a bunny who wakes up as a bunny girl and you're trying to figure out why.
And it doesn't really get resolved.
You're also trying to find your, I don't know, family and friends in the process.
Which is even more true for Randomizer because you don't know where town is.
Yeah.
Okay, so because I did that in a weird order, I gotta go back this way just to get all the way down to the ribbon trigger. Oh, here we go. So this is what happens on some maps where everything is just dark. This one at least lets you see some of the floor. Spectral Cave always looks super wacky in this mode.
Yeah.
You're gonna see like candy canes and lollipops and random blocks in the background.
Spikes.
Yeah, spikes. So these are actually in the game, except the spectral background is what causes them to be not seen. So it's really weird, because it looks like this in almost every single rando.
Yeah.
We can go until 5:15. We'll close off. Perfect. I will stop about then. Yeah, there's the lollipop and candy cane warp. Ribbon is so easy to break. I swear. I can't.
Usually gets better after you actually fight her. I don't really understand what the issue is with like pre-prologue or whatever.
Oh, there's a hammer constraint right there, or I guess bombs as well to get into Sasimi's fight. Ribbon stops breaking. You need to refresh Ribbon. That's super weird. This game's so weird. Bunnies are strange, man.
Bunnies are complicated.
Yeah. The green one jumped off whenever the red one was taken out, so I thought they like both got taken out. It's so weird. Bounce, bounce. Are you kidding me?
Dead serious.
It never fails, dude. Whatever, we're going this way. I can't do anything over here, never mind. Here we go, bouncing through the forest beach. Oh wait, there's a mini boss fight here. Alright, hold on. We'll get back to it. I see. That's cool. I'm glad to know that. Bounce, bounce. Yo, easy block clip for the book. Yeah, sure, we'll go in the pyramid, I guess.
I'm not gonna find town down here, but yeah.
That's true. That's a good point.
Could find something that you need in order to get to town.
I'm so glad we didn't have to go to Plurkwood. I missed the zip, dude.
The next like 2 seconds, and then you're gonna have to go straight to Plurkwood.
I got the zip, dude. The screen just kind of stays here until you jump or wait enough time. It's kind of funny. I don't know if the extra weight for Pandora is worth it. The extra plus weight.
Yeah. I usually skip her and then I regret it almost every time, so. Probably just fight her.
It was an egg last time, but I mean. Yo, totally worth it, dude. We didn't get to see this item in the last one. Heck yeah. See ya, Thwomps.
Well, time to go to Plurkwood.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to go to Plurkwood. So the combination of air jump and air dash is what makes the movement in this game so crazy fun. I was sad I didn't get to see both of them at the same time, but this is nice to finally have it. If you do a quick drop right before your second jump, you gain a ton of horizontal movement. It's ridiculous, and it's really fun.
That's great.
Oh, jeez. Let's go. Oh, jeez, dude! This is what shuffled backgrounds does. Oh my god.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it's alright, we did it. We did it. We made it to the wharf. Great. I guess I'll keep going. I'll check the map transition over here, see if it's town. That was an amazing chain of backgrounds. Spectral volcano. Volcanic. Yeah. Oh my god.
Spectral cannons, as we like to call it.
And then of course we get the library in here too.
Yeah.
So make it a little more difficult to see. So with any luck, these bunnies will throw bombs and blow up the item that's down here. I think they're actually doing it. If you're doing this, if you're playing this game in 0%, there's an egg down here, dude. If you're playing 0% in this game, you can finish this game without collecting any items. But this room is like the worst in 0%. Because you are totally at the mercy of these bunnies throwing bombs and letting you go through.
Pretty terrible.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how much damage these things do, but I don't want to find out, so we're just gonna wait. These mushrooms, I can't see them! They merged into one mushroom. Well, this won't lead me to town unless I want to go through Ashley, and I really don't want to go through Ashley. Should I go through Plurkwood just to... Yo, the ribbon badge.
I mean, you'll make it to town.
I will make it to town.
Assuming that it's not constrained.
That's true.
I don't... Did you check above the hammer pedestal?
No, I didn't.
Well... Maybe town isn't accessible, and all the eggs are
Oh god.
like out in the open right now.
What's impossible is this block clip. I have so many issues doing this block clip. There's probably just nothing in there. There's something in there. Did I even check the hammer pedestal? I don't think I did.
No, you went over it. You had
Oh,
to
that's
have.
true, I did. You know what? We didn't do Plurkwood in the last seed, so let's go to Plurkwood. I'm sure with the randomized background, it'll look hilarious. And hopefully not play bounce bounce during it. There are 5 eggs in the world. Oh, there's 7 eggs. 5 of them are considered hard to reach. Like, they'll actually have item constraints. And 2 of them are completely random, so they can be of any quote, difficulty. Yeah, we usually go for 5 because it triggers the item get, the rainbow egg item get. So it's just a pretty good end screen.
Yeah.
Your alarm clock plays bounce bounce. That sounds awful. It would wake me up though. Alright, today Plurkwood is a hospital. This funky little contraption here is that item only works if you have defeated KK Bunny. It kind of replicates getting the P hairpin that you get after talking to Mr. Taco there. You can get that item, but I believe it triggers the KK fight and you get stuck in there. Is that right?
Yeah. Well, before you get the item, you just soft lock instantly. You have to reload to the room before.
So since the gift items have been removed for the most part, we just have kind of a little contraption that replicates getting said item. Oops. The tournament made it look interesting. Yo, I'm glad you liked it. The Bunny Bingo tournament was super fun.
Yep.
Well, I know it was fun for you. So one of the main reasons you don't want to come to Plurkwood ever, despite it being completely long, is if you don't have explosives, you can't blow open this wall here. And you have the stress. Oh gosh, when I find explosives, do I have to come all the way back here to blow open that wall?
Yeah.
Which I believe we had to do once.
Yep. Double dip Plurkwood seed has happened at least one time. Don't soft lock at the move on, you're probably past it.
Yeah. The cats are half underwater.
Lovely.
There's the Plurk cats. Probably the best use of the mini-boss glitch, because you only have to defeat one of them. Typically when you defeat one, you'd have to defeat them like both at the same time or else one revives the other one. But with the mini-boss glitch, you can just exit. Well, there weren't any items in Plurkwood. God, this water's gonna chase me up the climb. The best thing about this water is if there's an item at the bottom of the screen, the water is in front of the item, so you don't actually know what it is until you can actually get to that spot, which has thrown a couple people off in a couple places. Like when we had Roll, I think it was underneath the water.
The most legendary seed of all time.
That was so good.
The most upsetting seed of all time.
Oh shoot. Get out of here, duck. Oh, he dodged me, dude.
I have that one saved. It was a great seed.
Yo, thanks, Book of Carrot. You see Lily and Pixie down here. If you get the background that has Sassini's lab, Lily and Pixie just kind of are somewhere.
Yeah, they get bumped around and they bump things around and they...
My favorite is when that room is shuffled into the sandbag room.
Sandbag room, yep.
Yeah, they push the sandbag out of the way.
There's like a spot in, I think it's in Ravine, where there's one of those little rollover dudes that just pushes them off the ledge and they fall.
Can you randomize each individual room? I don't
You
know.
mean the backgrounds, or?
I think they mean like just the screen transition from one screen to the next, not like the whole maps.
Technically, but not easily. You would have to actually, you know, like replace the rooms with each other, and having that line up in a sensible way would be very hard.
There's been talk about doing boss randomization as well, and while randomizing the bosses is fine and easy, getting them to work properly in a random room is not.
Yeah.
So most bosses don't like being outside of their room. Though you can spawn them outside of their room, they won't work properly. Alright, well, there's our town excess. What the heck? Do I have to, like, screen transition here to trigger something?
Yeah, go to the left, I think.
Oh, do you have to go up at all, maybe?
Yeah, I think you need to, like, go up to the item.
Oh, that's weird. What the heck? Okay. Alright, well, there's our warp to town. I can't believe town isn't on fire, dude. I'm disappointed. A funny thing about randomizing the town is that none of the buildings appear. You can still enter them, though. Like, here's the shop. Yo, free Sunny Beam. Which, if you use the Sunny Beam a lot when you first started playing this game, sorry, it's not actually that good. Oh, jeez. I'm at least glad we found the hammer in the previous seed, so I can actually fight some bosses with it, because without it, it becomes kind of a slog later on. I guess I can just go ahead and check this one. See if I can get to Graveyard or something fun.
Take you straight back to Spectral.
Now we're underwater. Bounce Bounce is playing!
Heck yeah!
It never fails, dude. Alright, well here's Park. Ooh, Park's in a cave.
Too dark.
Ah, joke's on you, I have double jump this time. Yeah, I don't expect us to actually make it that far in this seed, but I'm definitely glad we got to finish the first one in a good amount of time. Oh my gosh! To show off this. If you're gonna play background randomization, make sure you actually know the maps a little bit. Because when you get something like that, it's really ridiculous. How do I fire so fast? I press the button fast.
Yeah, you
That's
can
really just
smash
it.
really fast. That's all there is.
Ribbon's 3-shot cooldown starts after her last shot, so you can't... So mashing faster actually does just make the cooldown happen faster. Oh man, I haven't seen this this before. Alright, well Upper Park is blocked off by... from the bottom by Hammer and Whirl. And PRC base is also blocked off by that. And I guess bombs will work too. This is a really funny place for this item because you can use this item to get this item. But I can just reset, that isn't worth sticking around here for it. It might want me to do... Well, here's the issue. I can
Sissini
do...
is blocked.
Yeah, Sissini's blocked, so I can do the Alias fight, but it doesn't actually unlock anything.
Oh, so town was in a loop? Question mark. No, not quite.
Yeah, that doesn't do anything. I guess I can double jump up to get the item that's right outside Sissini?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Also, the spring will probably appear now.
Oh yeah, because I'm out of the prologue stuff. My way sounds more fun though. There's no spring.
Did you fight Coco?
Didn't I? Nice for
I think you did. I don't know, maybe the spring got removed. Maybe it's part of the constraint.
Was the warp destination bug fixed? Oh, you mean with custom maps? I don't think it was.
Supposedly, but I don't think so.
I never cleared prologue. Oh, I don't think I
That's
activated...
also possible, yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Nope, I didn't activate this cutscene. The cutscene is so weird here because Arena goes into a cutscene. I don't want to go over there because I'm nervous or something. But you're actually just walked right past that person already. I guess there's... No, not that. Oh, Upper Riverbank I haven't been to yet. Nice. Nice shot, dude. Alright. We'll probably be done in about 5 minutes or so. Just to get the other runners ready to go live whenever they want to. These spikes really hurt. Holy cow. Whoa. Oh, jeez. I'm fine. It's fine. I'm not going to die. I died. This is why you pick up health ups.
Yeah.
And don't skip them all the time like I do.
Yep. And it's really like just that room. That room is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Spike damage is actually...
It's based on the background, yeah.
It's based on the background, that's it. And you can get some really high damage spikes in areas where they shouldn't be doing that much damage at all. It's just another danger of background shuffle. Well, I didn't really want to have to go through Ashley, but it looks like I might have to. You can see how awful this fight is. This will probably take the remaining time I have. And the defense boost phase, which is pretty much just another health bar for her. Because that doesn't go away until after she uses Food Super, and she's... Yeah, and it takes a long time to do. Not only does she have to pick it in her attack cycle, she has to finish it too, which is extremely long. I guess I can just use boost. Yeah, your Sunny Beam? I didn't mean to do that. There's a health up. I probably should have gotten that. Whatever, though. We'll be fine. Who would die in randomizer? Oh, and without the Evernight background, some of these little areas look really strange. Getting an all dark background here is really hard because there's a lot of weird jumps you have to do in this area. In Riverbank, I feel like it'd be really hard too because you can't see the pits.
Ravine is the worst.
Oh, Ravine would be the worst.
The Ravine's spectral background is like impossible. You don't have movement items.
Yeah. 'Cause what is a block? What's a semi-solid?
Yeah, right.
Oh, there's an egg over here.
Nice.
We get this nice relaxing music interrupted by this mini-boss music, which is completely insane. Especially when you do the mini-boss glitch, because the music is tied. It goes faster the more enemies you kill, so when you use that glitch to make it think you've defeated a bunch of enemies, it just goes nuts. I can't believe we're fighting this boss twice. Nice. Good shot. Can I get her to stay on the pillar? She didn't go, she went through the pillar and landed on my face.
Too far to the left.
Yeah, I think so. Is this Airman? Yeah, this is Airman. She has a couple Airman inspired attacks. I wish we could like, yo, okay. I think that's victory enough.
Too fun to handle.
I found slide.
Oh, that works. Congrats.
I think that's enough victory for this seed. Alright, I think with that, I am going to call it here. And up next, we have golf for the NES. Which, you know, I never thought of a golf game randomized, but it might be pretty funny.
Yeah.
I hope, like, maybe it randomizes the courses and they just look absolutely insane. I think that'd be amazing. Alright, I think I'm gonna
just find out, I guess.
Yeah, I'll stick around and find out for sure. So yeah, thanks to you all for watching Rabi-Ribi. We've had a lot of community love for this game ever since it came out. It's actually really amazing how everyone stuck around and evolved it into having, you know, something this neat, I think. So yeah, and thank you only for sticking around for commentating with me. I think I'm gonna drop out of the call here. I'll put up the splash screen for like a minute or so, and then just cut it whenever.
Sounds good.
Alright, see ya.
Bye.
I had a splash screen I was supposed to prepare before this. Sorry about that. I don't know where it's saved, dude. I'm gonna do this. Even if I only show it for like a second. I promise. Standby screens. Yo, we did it! Amazing. So yeah, thank you all. Play this game. It's super cool. And also stick around and watch golf. It'll be silly, I'm sure. So take care.